Hello, AniCod here, and today's video is all about the spinny boy. Yep, the turbines. I'm going to cover everything from how much it's going to hurt your pocket to where you can plonk them down. I'll even get into some stats for you geeks out there. So, first of all, where can I get one of these from? Well, if you're not rich enough to flash your cash at the bandit camp with 500 scrap, then you're going to have to go out to some pretty risky places with your spear to find one of these. I'm talking locked oil rig crates, elite crates, oil rig crates, and even the heavy scientists have these from time to time. Once you have one, I'd recommend learning the blueprint in the research bench along with 125 scrap that you probably don't have yet because it's vanilla. Once you have the blueprint, you can make them with a level 2 workbench, but remember, you're going to need an extra 500 wood, 10 high quality metal, 3 gears, 3 metal sheets, and then you'll be able to finally set the craft timer going because everything in vanilla is just that much more painful. Once you've managed to save up all of those things and managed to find a level 2 workbench and finally managed to craft one 3 weeks into the wipe, there's a few things you need to take into account when you're placing them down. One is the height. I've dotted the turbines at different heights and the signs underneath them sport the electrical output of each turbine. For you puzzle lovers out there, you've probably worked out that the higher the turbine, the more power it produces. Now, it took me a little while to make this stage, so much so I forgot to feed the snail and now it's a seashell. But in the little time it took me to put the readings on the signs, the power output had changed again and again and again. Now, the absolute maximum power you can get from one turbine is 150, in case you were wondering. You probably wasn't. But just because you've got 150 one minute, don't expect to have 150 the next minute, because the power outputs for these really are that inconsistent. One more thing to remember is throughout the rust day, the turbines change direction with the wind. So yes, they do spin around slowly. And why is that important? Well, let me tell you. If there's a big structure blocking the wind direction, your turbine will stop spinning and your power output will be zero. Make sure these things are on your roof out the way, nice and high. That way you'll get a consistent power source 24/7 and you won't get nakeds prodding them with the spears. Now, let's say you got a huge base, but because you don't like playing outside with next door's cat, you live in the rust world now. How would you link these up so you get maximum power? Well, just use a root combiner. I've explained how these work in most of my rust videos, cards now, but the best way to link them is to put both turbines in the bottom and link the combiner once you've got your turbines in place. Let me show you now. Plonk these here, add a little blue light as well. 388. Let's move on. So how strong are these? Well, they've got 250 HP. Just to put that into perspective, that's 1 C4. It'll also cost you 100 explosive 5.52 rounds. If you don't want to go that way, it'll cost you 2 rockets. If you've visited the oil rig and managed to get yourself a sweet little grenade launcher, it'll cost you 14 high explosive shells. If you're still a little pauper with bean cans, it'll cost you 4 satchels. One thing I will say is don't bother with melee if you want to destroy these. The best thing you could probably use would be a salvaged axe or pick, but that's going to take you about 15 minutes and about 11 of each to destroy one of these. Probably not worth it. So yet again, it's been a relatively short video. If you have enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. I'll be releasing more Rust videos over the upcoming weeks, so if you do want to see these, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified when a video drops as well. If you want to see what I'm up to and keep tabs on me, you will find me on Twitter. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a video's thumbnail before the video's even released. How cool is that? Again, if you watched it this far, let me know you're a legend in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video.